1 second. Okay. Alright, an update will be released on August 27th for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 Steam version of Guilty Gear with the additional playable character Jacko, as well as balance adjustments and fixes for issues in each game mode. Added Jacko as a playable character. Players who have purchased GGST Season 1 obviously get it 3 days early. Jacko's background music is called Perfection Can't Please Me. Sounds like a woman. Jacko must be selectable in order to use the background. Reduce input delay on the... Wait, what? They reduced input delay on the PS4? While this update does not apply to the standard PS4 version, we are looking to address this issue in the future. Yo! Okay. That's big. That's actually big. Nice! So now I don't have to worry about getting Guilty Gear on PC. Nice. Fix an issue where the counter setting actions option would be displayed incorrectly after match. I don't know what that means. Replay mode. Fix an error where replay data will not be saved properly. Thank God. Replay data saved in battle version will be not played. Yeah, obviously. Fix an issue where the effect would not display properly when a counter hit and wall break happens simultaneously. I wonder, that's probably what was causing the camera to go crazy. Yeah, now that I think about it, it probably was getting counter hit and wall break. How is that possible? How can you get a counter hit and wall break at the same time? If they're wall splatted, you can't counter hit. Interesting. Fix an issue where the position of the opponent's character would change greatly after following up on a dust attack. Fix an issue where the position of the opponent's character would change greatly. Huh. Were you not supposed to get Oki off of dust? Is that what they're talking about? Were you not supposed to get Oki off of dust? Because people have been saying that you get Oki off of dust recently. It's not as good of Oki as wall break, but you do get a little bit. It is a hard sliding knockdown. Fix an issue where some sound effects such as flames hitting would be played back repeatedly in certain situations. Haven't experienced that. Adjust the background music volume of some songs. Nice. They made it louder. Network features are completely inaccessible under certain play environments. We continue to look into this. Any players experience this issue, please contact customer support with the following information: type of console. Okay. Character balance and bug fixes. Adjustment to battle. Okay. Is Ramlethal not even on here? Wait, who's not on here? No, everyone's on here, right? Yeah, everyone's on here. Okay. Adjustments to battle balance are planned to take place in August and October. This update focuses on changes to identified issues such as individual moves. We're also currently looking to improving and making changes to overall mechanics, as well as certain actions such as projectile special moves and grounded overhead attacks in the updated... We're looking into improving and making changes to overall mechanics. That sounds like more Gatlings. As well as certain actions such as projectile special moves and grounded overhead attacks. Okay, let's start off with Soul Asshole Guy. Balance and tensions. Changes focus on differentiating the properties of his normals as well as the situation after his special moves are blocked. Wow, that's really big. That's really big. The hitbox of 6S has been decreased on the top and bottom, making it more likely to lose to low-profile moves and 6P attacks. Crouching S, which was not used very frequently, has been buffed and now serves a different use from other normals at mid-range. We added some knockback to his far-standing S, the core of his close-range game. Although the change is minimal when blocked normally, it has a major impact when blocked with flawless defense. Oh, yes! So now FD actually works against far S. So it had to have been a bug. Because before, because of the advanced forward momentum of the move, he could just... And sorry, I fucking far slash my mic. He can sit there and do that, and even if you FD, because of the movement and because he's more plus, he still stayed on top of you. They fixed that. The knockback on his crouching K has been decreased, making it easier to combo and to sweep in other moves. This gives me hope. This gives me hope that they did the same thing for Ramlethal. A really big problem for Ramlethal was that you would often, your 2K would often push them out of range of your 2D. So hopefully this is a sweeping change. The S version of Volcanic Viper had its active time extended, making it more viable as an anti-air attack. As increasing the active times makes the attack longer overall, it now leaves Soul more open to attacks when whiffed or blocked by a grounded opponent. So it's not as safe, but also if he hits it, that's good. After blocking Bandit Bringer, it was difficult for both the player and their opponent to predict what would happen. It is now easier to put distance between Soul and the opponent after it has been blocked. And the situation is less likely to be impacted by the startup time of the opponent's close range options. Very good. Although Wild Throw is distinguished by its invincibility to throws, it was used less frequently than Soul's standard throw. It is now possible to follow up with a Roman cancel when it lands. We'll have to see how that goes. The change to Heavy Mob Cemetery's command is to have, I'm assuming they changed the input. The move no longer comes out when inputting 4 directions after the command is complete. Becomes possible to follow by using Roman cancel to increase positive frames on hit. I didn't know that he couldn't RC after Wild Throw. Why would you not be able to RC after a command grab? That's weird. Is that just like a specific thing? I mean, maybe it's because the whole animation when he dunks you, maybe you can't RC out of throw animations. Okay. Crouching has reduced knockback, increased knockback, fire stand. Okay. Let's see what they did to Kai. Balance intentions. Wow, did Kai get buffed? It's easier for both hits of Stun Dipper to connect from long range now. This means that it's more viable to get damage from his pokes at mid range. Oh god. Compared to Crouching S, his Far Standing S had few distinct advantages. It is now easier to use as a way to approach the opponent from long range by choosing the right time to use this move or to use Crouching S to stop the opponent's approach. Kai is now capable of strong grounded neutral game while taking limited risks. Okay. Dragon Install. Oh, yo, they buffed Dragon Install. Dragon Install now increases the tension gauge after a set period of time, as other overdrives do. As it greatly increases Kai's average damage output after activation, we had intended it to be a valuable option, but it resulted in the move being underpowered and not used very frequently. This caused us to reevaluate it, including buffs to the activation. The change to Ride the Lightning's commands to avoid issues with accidental inputs. This is so sick. Yo, Kai's actually going to be Dragon Installing now. I might start playing Kai. I might pick up Kai as a secondary. The only reason I didn't use Kai, I always liked Kai. I've said this before. I don't like Kai players, but I've always liked Kai. I've always thought Kai was super sick. But Dragon Install was worthless. And I don't like playing characters that have worthless, just straight up worthless, like, supers, right? And I've heard other Kai players talk about the Stun Dipper thing. So I'm happy. I'm sure Kai players are eating good. Reduced recovery, made it more easily affected by dash momentum. I see. So he can I see. He'll slide more when he does that, I'm assuming. Reduced recovery. Oh, it's safer now. Crouching K, decreased knockback. Oh. So they're also 2K 2D'ing for him. Stun Dipper made it easier for the second hit to combo by changing the distance travel. Okay, yeah, Dragon Install. Decreased the tension penalty time after activation. Sped up attack startup upon activation. Sped up attack startup upon activation. Expanded the hitbox on activation in front of Kai and reduced the upper hitbox. So is it like a pseudo DP now? Is it like a get off me Dragon Install? No longer activates when inputting 4 directions after the install command is complete. Very cool. Balance intentions. As her standing HS had much shorter range than hers attack, despite having a lot of recovery, we reduced the recovery and improved the attack's active time. Why May buffs? This makes it very effective at preventing an opponent's approach during neutral. We have also reduced the lower hitbox and hurtbox of our far standing S and reduced the active time of our crouching S. It is now more vital to choose which of our normals you use for a given situation. Oh, making May players think, so they gave a little and took away a little. This is how you should approach balance. Okay. It seems like they're taking cues from League of Legends, which is where I come from. I come from a MOBA background where balance changes to characters are not an anomaly. This is something that just occurs. Characters are overtuned, they need to be brought in line. It took Riot a very long time to realize that you can't just gut characters. You have to give a little, take away a little, shift power in the kit. So it looks like this is the approach they're taking. Even Soul got a slight buff, but his power got shifted around, and the main things that were really stressing people out have been addressed. Now you can actually defend against Soul. If he opens you up, he opens you up. The character is going to be exactly the same. But if you're actually defending against him and using the tools that the game gives you properly, you will be able to stand a chance, and that is very good. We've also reduced the lower hitbox and hurtbox of our far standing S. And reduce. So honestly, yeah, because she wasn't using HS, it was always S, so that's good. And reduce the active time of her crouching S. This is nice. Then expanded the hurt box in front of me. I see. Overhead kiss could now only be followed up in the corner. Oh. Yo. Wait, could only be followed up in the corner. However, it can now be followed up on mid-screen, which is, with adjustments made to the damage. Fuck. Never mind. Maybe they nerfed the damage a considerable amount. Who knows? Is this the trailer? Very good. Very good. We'll go over this after. Oh, we making some videos tonight. We making some YouTube videos tonight. All right. Very, very good. Thank you again. Reduced horizontal blow. Okay, so I just have to say this is extremely exciting. So I was under the mind that if they just were so inept that they could not do anything to the balance, I would not be as on board with the game. But now them showing that they're listening, that they understand, that they want this game to strive. They're doing everything right. I'm so eager to see how the community is going to react, because everyone was like, oh, Arc Sys balance patches are terrible. Look at what they did with Dragon Ball FighterZ. I think they have learned. Okay. Decrease the lower. I thought that said that. Increase active time and decrease it. Reduce horizontal blowback, making follow-up attacks possible mid-screen. Reduce damage. I hope they reduced it by quite a bit, because that shit was ridiculous. I mean, it's a throw. It should be scaled. Fixed about that cause the attack to hit after wall break occasionally. Oh, they nerfed that shit. Thank God. That was really ridiculous. Okay, it was hard for Axel to get significant return. Axel buffs? He's been winning a lot of tournaments. Are you sure about that? It was hard for Axel to get significant returns from his standing P and crouch P from mid-range, despite the risk of them losing out to the opponent's attack. They can now combo in a snail even on grounded hit. I don't know what that means, because I don't know what his moves are. So whatever. It is now easier to use one vision in combos, as the ready stance can be canceled into from special moves. That's sick. Axels are actually Axel mains just came. Axels everywhere literally just came. The one thing that Axels could never do was use one vision. They could never use it. They would always get punished for it. It just was not a viable option. I cannot tell you how many Axels would have beat me if they just did not want to go for one vision. Now they can actually do it. It's now easier to make use of in situations where a Roman cancel could not lead to big follow-ups. Nice. So he has a super Roman cancel, which is essentially what one vision should have been. Or moving during the time with stop when not. Okay, very cool. Sped up the attack startup. Can combo into snail from grounded hits such as standing P. I wonder what move is snail. Okay, let me pull up. I actually have the Dust Leap right here. Well, I had it until I got rid of it. What? Damn. Strive kind of hitting right now. Okay. Snail. Let's figure out what this move is, because I'm very curious. Let me shift you all over to this monitor. Okay. So... all damage values are tested on Kai. Huh. Which one is Snail? It has the actual. It has the inputs. It doesn't have the actual name of the moves. Okay. Oh, here we go. Please have these. Okay, here we go. Snail. Oh, this. Okay. I see. Yaya, hello. No, don't worry about it. You're good. I see. Okay, so this is Snail. Okay, so that was buffed. I see. Yeah, he definitely didn't use that move a whole lot. All right, we'll continue. Yaya, we have great news. The Balance Pass has been released, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy. Okay, let's move on. Sorry, bro, you're going on mute. I got a video to watch, finally. No worries, I'll be going over it after. Chip, as there is too much of a difference in facing opponents who could anti-air his jump to J2K, it is now easier for anti-airs to hit him during descent. Oh my god, these guys don't miss. They don't miss. On the other hand, he is now left in a more advantageous position on hit or block with less distance between him and the opponent. Chip can now continue his events after making contact with this move. I mean, that's not so bad because he was already plus. So it is a move that you should anti-air. You should anti-air it. If he's going to do it, because they do it so predictably. So if he's going to do it, you should anti-air it. You shouldn't just block it. So that's good. The lower part of the hitbox of his far-standing S has been reduced, making it more likely to lose to low-profile moves and 6P attacks. Nice. However, his crouching S cannot be used as a better means to approach the opponent with his extended range when used after a dash. I see. So he's going to be sliding up on you now, sliding into your DMs. This makes it risky for the opponent to throw out moves in neutral against him. Well, it was already so. Potemkin. We have greatly increased the merit of making the opponent block Heat Knuckle. What? Heat Knuckle isn't what I think it is. Yo, did Dust Loop go down? No, is Dust Loop exploding right now? Oh, man. Hold on a second. I'm sure everybody is going on Dust Loop right now because of the patch notes. I'm sure. Here we go. Okay, Heat Knuckle, right? We have greatly increased the merit of making the opponent block Heat Knuckle. Okay. So Heat Knuckle. So this is Heat Knuckle. So this is the move that Potemkin uses on you. I remember in his starter guide, they said that if you block this move, if a Potemkin, I'm sorry, if a Potemkin catches you jumping a lot, he can use this move even if you block it. Please hit, please hit, please hit. Oh, thank God. So now, if you block it, you're more likely to get fucked, it looks like. Which, okay. You kind of were screwed already. It was already a really bad spot to be in. But they say greatly increased. It is now more difficult for the opponent to punish Potemkin when the opponent blocks the latter half of the active frames of 6K? I didn't know Potemkin had a... Oh, this move. Oh, God, no. This... I didn't know this was 6K. Oh, hold on, we gotta go back. Actually, I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. Oh, wrong screen. Oops. Let's do... Onwards. Okay, so it is now more difficult for the opponent to punish Potemkin when the opponent blocks the latter half of the active frames. That sucks. That sucks, man. Because this move was already such a problem. That's rough. This makes it viable as a method of approaching the opponent from mid-range. However, I believe this has... He's plus after it. No, he's minus as fuck. He was minus 12. Huh. I see. Exists to be Kara canceled. Oh, that's it. Okay, I see. So, Potemkin's going to be carring a lot more now. I understand. Made it easier to gain tension gauge when blocked. Oh, greatly increases the opponent's risk. Oh, they made it crank your risk a lot more. I see. I mean, it's a Heat Knuckle, right? Okay. Yo! Faust buffs? Oh, they put the F in his name. Oh, he's Faust. Oh, he's Faust now. No Loust. They took Loust out of the game. Balance and tensions. Bone crushing excitement causes wall break on hit in the corner now. This benefits Faust's extras damage output and tension gauge gain. It is now easier for Faust to prevent the opponent's I mean, this is essentially a damage buff. It is now easier for Faust to prevent the opponent's approach using his improved standing HS. This greatly increases pressure at mid-range when combined with the increase to his crouching HS hitbox and the faster startup on his aerial K. Oh, he got just flat buffs. Hooking God is creaming himself right now. Hooking God is postulating as we speak. Standing HS, increased active time, increased damage to follow-up hit, decrease the hurt box. So yeah, that's what I thought. Sped up the attack startup, reduce the hurt box. Aerial 2K, J2K. Is that his? That's when he comes down with the scalpel, right? Bone crushing excitement causes wall breaks, creates distance between Faust and the opponent when wall break does not occur, and increase Faust advantage. So he gets Oki now off of it too, and they didn't even mention that at first. Wow. Faust is going to be breaking some ankles now. We're going to be... It's cool, though, because that move, it shows a lot of expression in characters. Just as, like, a side for the aesthetic of the game. We never got to see bone-crushing excitement because it wasn't worth using. But now, Faust are going to be busting ankles all over Strive. All right. Melee Rage. In order to make her ground attacks more viable, the recovery of her standing edge has been reduced, and her special moves that can be canceled into from normals have been buffed. I already had a hard time with Milia. The S version, I'm gonna say they better do my girl good. After seeing all of this love, they better do Ramifal good. The S version of Tandem Top can now be used in combos off of hit confirms. She can now go on the offense. Milia's were already starting to kind of do this. She can now go on the offense with less risk due to being able to link some normals into Lust Shaker at close range in a continuous block string. Oh no! Oh no! Milia pressure. Oh no. That's bad. LK is happy. That's bad. That sucks. Zato 1. We have mainly improved his options when he can not summon Eddie. Why? Why? That's supposed to be his weakness. His standing HS has been significantly buffed, making it a strong choice to prevent the opponent's approach. 6P now blocks the opponent's back. Now blows the opponent back on regular hit, making it more reliable as a choice to take control from the opponent. Okay, that's kind of like Ram 6P. It can also now combo Nastani P at close range. That's horseshit. 2 and 4 HS while Eddie is summoned fixes a bug where Eddie could take other actions mid-air during leap. Yo, what? That's kind of big. Put more clothes on. They were saying they're gonna nerf by putting shoes on her. Please God, no. That's like actually what makes her so strong. 2 and 4 HS. Well, okay. I didn't know that was a bug. So I've experienced that before. And I think a lot of people have experienced that before. You're fighting against a Zato. He's making the frog do the leap thing, and then it just turns into something else, and you get fucked. Or it would just turn into another frog, and you would get fucked. So that was not intentional. However, the ability to do this using Sun Void, Roman Cancel remains. Right. Because he's using meter. He can dump Eddie on you. That makes sense. Okay, here we go. By increasing the forward movement of Daro, it can now be used in mid-screen combos more easily. Aggressa or Dono can now lead to knockdown against grounded opponents on hit. Aggressa, yo. Okay. So if anyone doesn't know, Aggressa or Dono was completely useless against someone that was not in the air. Because you would be mad negative after, and it didn't give hard knockdown, even if it hit. Now, no one used it. No one used it. It was not worth using. It was only good in air-to-airs, and she already had better options in air-to-airs. It was literally just a air-to-air combo ender. That's literally what it was. But now it actually, there's merit in jump in, HS, Aggressa. Oh my god, that's so fucking strong. Oh my god, that's so good. Because you can just jump in on somebody with HS and then Aggressor. Why am I saying that? 2 and 4 S them, and they're fucked. On the other hand, it is now easier for her aerial HS to lose to anti-air attacks due to the decrease in its hitbox on both sides. The player now needs to consider when to use her various aerial options. Okay, I mean, ooh, I didn't read that part. Ooh, that kind of hurts. Ooh, we like that button. Oh, we like that button a lot. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Is hitbox Ram's hitbox or weapon? No, they're talking about this. I'll show you. That's fair, but ooh, that kind of stings. That kind of stings. I mean, I'm assuming it's still gonna be disjointed. You'll be fine. No. All right, so I'll show you. This shit was dumb. Let's be honest. This is dumb as fuck. Let's be honest. I'll be honest. This is dumb as fuck. I'll be honest. This is dumb as fuck. So, this will probably stay the same. This will probably get toned down a bit. I wonder what they're going to do. I wonder if they're going to make it just the tip, like they did for other moves. I don't know. That's interesting, though. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the updated frame data on that. I am a Ramlethal that likes to cycle my aerial options anyway. I only really use JH when someone... I use it tactfully, but whenever... You only really spam it out against, like, a Soul or some shit. Or I would typically use it against Kais that want a 6P all day and night. However, it doesn't necessarily say... it does. To lose to anti-air attacks. Yeah, you can probably get 6P'd out of this now. The really big thing, the really crazy thing about JH is that you could not be 6P'd out of it. It was impossible to be 6P'd out of it. It's probably possible if you don't use it at the right height. But because of Aggressor or Dono, now you can make it safe. Because there's always I can jump in with HS. And if my opponent is mashing afterwards, which something that people would do. See 1 second. I got a little excited. I need some milk. Hold on. Okay. What you could do, if someone was mashing after your jump H, you could Aggressor or Dono. Like previously, you would Aggressor or Dono just to make it safe and to give you some distance. So you could still do that now, and now it has even more merit. So, not bad. Overall, good. I'm scared to play Jacko. She has a lot of going on because she has a minion meter. And no, don't spoil me. Don't spoil me. I'm going to look at it after this. I promise. I'll look at it right after this. Right after this, we're going to go straight into Jacko. I promise. Hold it, please. Please. I want to be surprised. I promise. I'll do you good. I'm happy they buffed Daro. They buffed Daro and Aggressor. They did not need to do this. But they did this because they did this. So it makes sense. They did. They better have done that. Floats the opponent on grounded hit only when both swords are equipped. Fair. Increase forward movement. That's really good. So you know what? You know what this also means that they didn't specifically mention? You can use it as a dash now. You can use it at more like a dash. Because it carries more distance, it's more likely to catch somebody off guard. You can probably use this as almost like not a DP, almost like a Volcanic Viper in a way. But less so, obviously. Okay, Leo Wifing. Increases options during Brian Hiller's stance, making it easier to open up the opponent's defense. Excuse... What? Wait. They buffed this motherfucker? Excuse me? What? What? Increases options during Brian Hiller's stance, making it easier to open up the opponent's defense. The mechanics have also been adjusted so that he will always move towards the opponent when using the dash button, as he would previously sometimes mistakenly move away from the opponent. Why would they buff Leo? Somebody at Arxis is a fucking Leo main. Dude! Okay, Leo's the new top tier. Somebody at Arxis is a Leo Whitefang main. And this is an egregious abuse of the patch. I cannot believe this has been such an amazing patch so far. Every character has gotten a little, lost a little, gotten a little, lost a little. Faust got straight buffed because he needed it. Why the fuck? And of all things, you buffed the stance that's already broken as fuck, bro. There is nobody not getting opened up by Leo. There is nobody not getting opened up by Leo. Now, Leo gets back turn, you just unplug your controller. Or you just say, hey, GG's. I'll just go ahead and shake your hand right now. You just get up and walk away. Go grab a snack. Go grab some water. And they added jump canceling to his K. Leo now moves forward towards the opponent when using the dash button. That's a funny sentence. That's a funny sentence. Nagoriyuki. Depending on the situation, after the first hit of Wasuriyuki, it would sometimes not go into the rest of the animation. Hold on, let's find out what move this is. It better not be the spinning top move. It better not be the spinning top move. That would be very not poggers. But let's find out. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm a little upset. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little upset. I can't believe my eyes were forced to read that shit. No, it's not. Thank God. It's the... Wait, what is it? Oh, that's his super. Okay. Depending on the situation after the first hit of his super, but sometimes not going the right, obviously. This led to a technique to secure follow-up damage by hitting with the edge of the attack, but also made a disadvantage when hitting with the back of the attack. We have made it so that it will not occur when the back of the attack hits, and so that it can be followed up with a combo. That'll be interesting to see. The follow-up from his far-standing S makes it easy to decrease the blood gauge. This capability has been further buffed. Oh. 6p. And then they also just buffed his 6p. Okay. I mean, maybe his 6p was kind of slow. Let's see. Let me look at how many... So, Ramlethal's 6p for reference is 9 frames. Ah, his is 13. Okay. I mean, if they brought it down to like 10 or whatever. Fair. Not really like a buff, more like just adjustments. I mean, the 6p is a buff. That's just a straight buff. Oh, I'll look at that after this. I want to finish this real quick. I don't want to make this too long. Giovanna, she can now combo into 6P from moves such as standing P. Hey, she couldn't do that before? She couldn't... Giovanna couldn't combo into 6P? Damn, that sucks. Making combos easier in situations such as punishing the opponent. When the final hit of 6HS connects, she is now in a better situation for Oki. There's now merit to choosing not to cancel into a special move depending on the situation. Interesting. Okay, cool. Pretty straightforward. She just gets more options now. Please don't buff on... Oh, God. Oh, God. No. Please don't buff Anji. You can now mix up opponents blocking at mid-range using Fujin because the motion occurs before the attack is active. What? You can now mix up opponents blocking at mid-range using Fujin because the motion occurs before the attack is active. We have reduced the risk of using his far-standing S as a poke by reducing the recovery. You can get better damage off of standing HS due to the slight increase in the forward movement of Fujin. EC has been buffed mainly so that it's easier to cause wall break. Okay. Nothing but buffs. We're about to blame the beasts, bro. We about to blame some fucking beasts. Ino, the movement of her ground and aerial hover dash. No! Not Ino buffs! Oh, no. Dude, why? No. The movement of her grounded and aerial hover dash was buffed, expanding her option for both Okazumi and neutral. Fuck. The changes to her normal, such as standing HS and the HS version of Strike the Big Tree, create additional opportunities for combos and increase her pressure at close range. Fuck. Ultimate Fortissimo has been buffed. Manny said it's easier to cause wall break. That's whatever. Increase the movement speed and distance. But you know what? Increase the movement speed. No, that means she comes at you faster now. That means it's harder to anti-air. Sped up the attack startup and made it to float the opponent on grounded hit. No. Reduce the knockback. No. Reduce horizontal opponent blowback. No. Adjusted the hit effect on grounded opponents, increasing the time allowed for follow-up attacks. Yeah, they buffed her stroke. Oh, they buffed her stroke. Reduce knockback. Increase forward movement. Jesus, man. Oh, God. Balance intentions. The hit effect of Skyfish will not be buffed depending on the current security level. It provides a major advantage on hit at level 3 in particular. Okay. I'm happy to see Gold Lewis buffs. The adjustment to crouching K are minor, but improve their usability. Sure. Just... We'll post further updates regarding future game updates and content on the official website. This is tight. Okay. So now that's the end of that, right? Overall thoughts. Great patch. Great patch. What the fuck were they smoking when they buffed Leo? What the fuck are they smoking? I mean, it's pretty universally agreed that Ino is not in the best place, so I'll hold off on that. If Ino players start popping off and getting super... who knows? Leo was unnecessary. Leo is now going to be the number one. Now Leo is now going to be the sole bad guy. However, Leo had innate issues already. Leo has certain weaknesses. Because if you think about it, actually, let's think about this. Now, hold on. Let's actually think about this. It's not necessarily a buff, because when he was in, it's a fucked up way of saying it, but it's not really a buff, because when he's in back turn, you're already losing. If he gets in back turn, you've already lost. If he gets you in back turn and you don't have resources to get him off you, you weren't guessing your way out of it anyway. Let's be honest. You weren't. You beat Leo in neutral, and you beat Leo at long range. And then you go for hard confirms. And you make him explode, and then you make him guess. That's how you beat Leo. If he gets in back turn, and so, honestly, it's not that egregious. Because if you think about it, they didn't make it easier to get into back turn. They just made it even stronger when he gets there. Why? I don't know. But it's not easier for him to get there. So, overall, I'd say great patch.